Okay, that didn't go well at all. Yeah, so the town hall is also closed for us. Yeah, it's getting a bit difficult with the fear of heights. Good morning everyone from Dendermonde. Yesterday was quite a crazy day. We went to 2 capitals by train. It was 5 hours of travel each way and yesterday what I didn't film is that on the way back to Brussels North it was very full, the train, and we didn't find a spot, but then from Brussels North to Dendermonde it went quite well. We found a spot pretty easily, so I guess it's just everyone goes to Brussels. So today we're going to Brugge, which is the capital of West Flanders. Now we are walking to the station of Dendermonde and we're gonna take the train that departs from platform 4 at 2 minutes over 9. Let's hope that the trains are a bit less full today. Yesterday the train to Brussels was fully packed, there was no space. So, we are in Brugge. Yep. In Brugge, there is a fries museum, chocolate route, and Brugge is known for its lace making manufacturing, so there's also a museum about that. I think we can enter the lace making museum with the museum pass.
And it's open today.
Yeah, that's amazing. But first of all, we are going to the Belfry of Brugge, which is
here, the station. So we walk through here, and then that's where the Belfry is.
Yeah, exactly. It has an 83-meter tower that you can go up. It costs some money, but we have the museum pass. Let's hope that it's made in a way that's not scary for people afraid of heights like me. So first we're gonna check out the white houses of the beguinages that you ironically cannot see from here, but I'm filming anyways because I wanted to tell something, which is we are noticing that it feels like a Spanish exclave because you basically hear Spanish everywhere. Yeah, I wonder what all these Spaniards are doing here. I guess just like us, visiting Brugge. As you can see, it's full of canals. It's called the Venice of the North, and it says that if you come to Belgium and you only have one day, it makes more sense to visit Brugge than Brussels.
Yeah.
So even than the capital, because it's the most beautiful city in Belgium.
It's very beautiful. It's very historical.
Yeah, and if she says that as an expert of Belgium and the Netherlands, then it's true. A bridge here in Brugge, 1 out of 80 or more. Brugge has something more than 80 bridges, and I find it much better than having roads. They have so many bridges because of the many canals. They are decorated with flowers like these that bloom in the spring and the summer, and they help you to get across the canals or rivers like this one, and it looks just wonderful. So this is part of the beguinage of Brugge, like the one we saw in Leuven. Beguinages were convents, like houses put together for nuns to live in, where they would also pray and do their stuff. And they were very common here in Belgium, especially in the Flemish part. You can see these are the buildings of the beguinages, and then the houses look white, and that's where the nuns were living, and now they might be student apartments or normal apartments. So this is the St. John's Church. There. Brugge was also famous in the Middle Ages. It was very common in the 15th century and later to see merchants of all possible countries, Italy, Spain, England, France. They would come here and trade with each other, also lend money to each other, and that made the city very affluent, very rich. Historic McDonald's.
Yes.
It's much like the chocolates here are much better than Heinemann in Düsseldorf.
Right.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. They were quite good as well, but I think here it's just better.
There's nothing like Belgian chocolate.
No, there's nothing like that. What is this place? It's like being back in the Middle Ages. Mon Dieu. And that's the Belfry. I don't know what to film. And I don't want to hold up everyone here. I also cannot really see on the small screen in the camera what is being filmed. So it's gonna be a bit messy, but that's the Belfry. Astonishing. So we are so that's the provincial palace, and this is the market square.
And that's the former post office, the red building.
The former post office, yeah. And over there you might not see it, but there are some umbrellas with Spanish flags, so they are maybe conquering Brugge. Okay, that didn't go well at all. We couldn't get into the Belfort. It's just already full. It just opened and it's already full. So you need to make a reservation, and everything is taken until 1 o'clock. So we'll come back at 1 o'clock. We reserved this time before our spot is taken. Now we'll explore other things like the town hall. Jan Breidel and Peter de Koning. this might be the town hall. Yeah, so the town hall is also closed for us. They are doing a wedding, so they open later around 11:30. Yeah, so we'll need to search something to do. Maybe we go into that church, the Adornes Domain. Looks bizarre.
It's owned by a noble family.
Ah, okay. Would be amazing if they let us eat lunch here. So here in the Adornes Museum, you can see the lace making history of Brugge. It also has other paintings.
This is the family who owns this domain. Duke and Duchess Maximilian de Limburg-Stieren.
Ah yeah, so this family owns the estate, and yeah, they turned it into a beautiful museum. The family that built this church comes originally from Genoa in Italy. They moved to Brugge when it was a very affluent city in around the 13th century, and they quickly integrated until Anselm, the father of the family, in 1475 even became the mayor of Brugge. The family did experience its downfall after the wife died in the Battle of Nancy, and after that, it went downhill for Anselm, and he was accused of being too much in line with the Burgundians. But later the family rebounds and becomes more famous and more prominent again. And Adorn family became very rich through the trade with alum, which is a kind of chemical or extract from plants that were from Turkey. And later they discovered some in Tolfa in Italy. They were used to treat the wool before dyeing it with colorants. Alum allowed the wool to become more adherent to colorants, and like that it became easier to color it. So it played an important role in the past where it was really demanded. So now we're gonna eat lunch at the museum of the Adorn. This is how it looks here, very quiet. It's homemade lunch. So we are now going to the Belfry because we are done with lunch, and we didn't have time for the other museum, but we have the whole day, so we might come back to that neighborhood to look at the lace making history of the city of Brugge. Brugge, by the way, is actually related to the word bridge, because Brugge has many bridges. Yeah. Yeah, the concert hall here in front of the town hall, where we are also gonna go. This is another building, but first the Belfort, where we had to reserve online. So we are inside one of the stations of the Belfry. It's many stairs, so we need to take it easy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting a bit difficult with the fear of heights. I don't know if we'll make it to the top, but yeah, so far it's quite hard, but I do know that going downstairs is easier than going upstairs when with my fear of heights. Yeah, now we are at the clock. So all of this mechanism is to operate the clock. So we are at the top. We made it. That's the city of Brugge.
Down more where you're going.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
very clear with Goliath. Is that it? Yeah,
Maybe.
that little one. On the other side.
Ah,
That's where we were.
over there. Yeah.
And the Lace Museum is next to it.
Right. Yeah, after this I really want to buy a waffle. A a Belgian wafer. Sorry. Brain, stairs, heavy. So that has been the first part of Brugge. We hope you liked it and stay tuned for the second part, which is coming up soon and it's full of many more surprises. Bye!